A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back in the Jfsc Dads League season number 5. And it is the second game of the day. It's the Sweven versus the Svkm Dynamic Strikers. The Sweven batting first, and that's the first boundary of the game. A nice little start. Preet getting off the mark of his very first delivery, and now Saurabh in on the act. A nice little off drive down the ground. And just past the fielder at mid-off, and the ball just went racing away to the boundary. And this time it's struck the pad, a huge appeal and given by the umpire. An early breakthrough here for Paryank. And the Dynamic Strikers strike in the first over. 5 for 1 just after the 3 deliveries. Trying to nudge that one on the leg side. It was totally plump. No chance for the batter to survive there. So Ravi comes in now at number 3. He wouldn't have expected himself to come out in the first over, the left-hander. And it will be a right-hand, left-hand combination now for the Sweven. Continuing to come over the wicket to the left-hander too, and this time very close to the outside edge. Nicely bowled once again. An excellent delivery, that one. And this time a swing and a miss, but given as a wide by the umpire. He will have to reload now, Paryank. He's bowling with the sunglasses on. And this time bowled on the leg side and another wide. So the runs keep on coming here at the moment for the Sweven even after losing that early wicket. This time a much better line, and this time driven nicely. And he's played that into the gap perfectly. That's gone racing away to the boundary. The second boundary of the over. And that closes out the first one with the score at 11 for 1. This time played uppishly through the offside, and it's found the gap once again. That's another boundary. This is really good for the Sweven. A good fast start this one. It does not matter if they have lost the wicket. They want to keep on going here and pushing for runs. Third boundary of the innings already. And once again played on the offside, but there is a fielder out there in the deep on the offside this time. They have kept a deep extra cover. Bhavik bowling this second over. This time just outside the off stump, and the batter happy to let it go. A dot delivery. This time the ball just keeping low on that occasion. And this time an outside edge and just over the fielder at slip. That could have been the second one. Excellently bowled once again. And another boundary here for the Sweven. This is really good for the Sweven. It does not matter how do they come, do they? And this time a Yorker length, a huge appeal for a leg before wicket. Not quite so. It's in the end given as leg byes, and the ball went away to the boundary. So the runs just keep on flowing at the moment for the Sweven. So 24 for 1 after 2 overs, and Paryank will continue here now. This time bowled nicely, and a bit of a hesitation, chance of a run out, and gone. That's the second one down. Harpreet will be kicking himself. There was never a run there. He was more than halfway through. And his partner just wasn't interested at all. And they are 2 down now, the Sweven. early on in this innings, just in this third over. Nicely done there by the wicketkeeper too in the end. Well, he made a mistake. He did whip off the bail with his glove earlier, but then in the end, he managed to take the stump out with the ball. 24 for 2 now. And in all sorts of trouble here, the Sweven 11. So once again, nicely bowled. Saurabh Jaiswal coming in here at number 4 with his side in all sorts of trouble. This time hitting it hard but straight to the fielder. This time a big swing and he's missed it completely. And that's 3 down now. Early on, the second wicket for Paryank. Superbly bowled once again. And it's 24 for 3 now. The Sweven 11 after a fast start. They have come back really well here. The Svkm Dynamic Strikers. And once again, a huge appeal. And the umpire not giving that one out. So Raj continuing to stick around here at the moment. And this time just past the outside edge. They are really putting a lot of pressure here. The dynamic strikers on the Sweven 11. Once again, an excellent over by Paryang coming to an end. A maiden this one at the end of the third. Now it is 25 for 3. So 25 for 3. And it is going to be Sagar on strike for the first time up against Bhavik. And Bhavik, who conceded 9 in his first over, didn't quite get the breakthrough. Will be looking for his first one. 3 down already here, the Sweven 11, trying to rebuild. And once again, very close to the outside edge as well, but given as a wide in the end. Just outside the tram line maybe. And once again, very close to the outside edge. This time he just nudges it on the offside. 3 consecutive dot deliveries now. And the pressure just keeps on building here. This time charging down the track, but once again straight to the fielder. That's 4 consecutive dot deliveries now. Once again played nicely. But the scoreboard continues to stay at 26. Just the one wide of the over. Once again a fuller length and another dot. Not quite able to get away here. Sagar. 6 deliveries for nothing. Just surviving at the moment. And he lets it go once again. So will be given as a wide. Just outside the tram line on that occasion. And the pressure just keeps on building here on the batters. Not quite able to get any runs off the bat. And this time, will it be given as a wide down the leg side? It's raced away to the boundary. Yes, it's given as 5 wides. So 7 wides coming off this over all of a sudden. And that spoils the over for the bowler as well. And bonus runs here for the Sweven 11. And once again, straight to the fielder. So 7 will come off the over. 6 dot deliveries and 7 wides at the end of the 4th. That is 32 for 3. So Paryang continuing after taking those 2 wickets early on. Up against Ravi this time. Just defending that one off the back foot. And the Sweven 11 really on the back foot here as well. 32 for 3 after 4.1. The scoring rate is not the issue. The issue is the wickets column at the moment. They have maybe lost 1 too many. And this time nicely played through the offside. There's a big gap inside the circle. And then there is a deep extra cover. And it brings Sagar back on strike, who is yet to get off the mark here. He scored nothing yet of 7 deliveries. That will be given as a wide down the leg side. So they continue to give away those extras. And this time again, a huge appeal for a leg before wicket. But the umpire does not give that one. Not sure why. Let's have a look at that one once again. Maybe the impact just outside the off stump. And well taken there by the wicket keeper as well. So Paryang continuing to get close to get another one here. 2 for 13 for him in his 2.5 overs. And the dynamic strikers really have the tails up today. And once again it struck the pad. And this time given. This time no excuses for the umpire to raise his finger. And that's 4 down now for the Sweven 11. 32 for 4 in this 5th over. So 34 for 4 and in comes Vishal at number 6. How will he approach his innings now? He would have not expected himself to come inside this power play. And two left-handers at the crease now. And once again played nicely off the back foot. So Paryank getting 3 wickets for himself. He's got one more delivery left in this over inside this power play. Can he get another one for himself? He would be hoping for it, but he's not been fruitful at all to the left-handers so far. And this time slightly slower through the air, bowled onto the pads and nudged nicely. They should come back for the second, and they make it in the end quite comfortably. So that will close out the 5th over now with the score at 36 for 4. So it is going to be Shravan to continue now in this 6th over, the final one of the power play. And the dynamic strikers are thinking more and more about wickets. They want to get this done quickly. They are into the middle order. One more wicket and they will be into the lower middle order. But the Sweven desperately need to try and build a partnership here. This time played in the air and just past the fielder. And that will race away to the boundary. So a boundary off the bat of Ravi. So not shy of playing a shot in the air. So not the best of the starts for Shravan, conceding a boundary of his very first delivery. This time played on the leg side, behind square, and a single is what they get on this occasion. So what can the two left-handers provide here for the side? And this time very close to the outside edge. And this time they get across for a single. So another dot delivery. And this time just pushed back to the bowler. So 6 runs coming off the 6th. At the end of the 6th now it is 42 for 4. So Paryank continuing, and why not bowling out his spell here. Starting off with a wide delivery. And this time played in the air. Chance and dropped. That could have been the 5th wicket. And that could have been the 4th one for Paryank as well. .44 for 4 now after 6.1. And Paryank into his final over. This time very close to the outside edge. So a dot delivery. And this time hit hard down the ground. Just a single. This time getting to the pitch of the ball and plays it nicely on the offside. This time finding the inside edge. But the ball going nowhere. So an exceptional spell by Paryank coming to an end. 4 overs, 3 for 19. And at the end of the 7th now it is 46 for 4 for the Sweven 11. So Ankit continuing now in the 8th over. Time for some spin. It's the left arm spinner up against the left hander. Should favor the angle of the batter. And once again, an excellent delivery by Ankit. They are continuing to apply the pressure on the Sweven here. Once again, nicely bowled. And the batter, all he can do is just play it back to the bowler. And this time played in the air by Vishal. It's gone very high. And once again, it's been spilled. That's the second time Vishal will survive towards that long gone region. How easily it could have been 5 down for the Sweven. But this partnership continues for now. Once again played nicely on the offside, but another dot delivery. And once again nicely bowled. So just the one run of the over at the end of the 8th now. It is 47 for 4. So Kedar continuing here now, and he starts off with another dot delivery, and the pressure just keeps on mounting here on the Sweven. Can't afford to lose any more wickets here. Once again played nicely, and they're scampering across, and they make it in the end quite comfortably. And once again, superbly played. This time a boundary for Ravi. So that will release a lot of pressure for them. That will also bring the 50 up for the Sweven 52 for 4 after 8.5 overs, and they need a plenty more runs from here on. And this time a big swing and a miss, finding an inside edge. And went to the fielder on the leg side. So that single will bring Vishal back on strike, who's already got a couple of lifelines. 2 times he has been dropped by the fielder at long gone. Can he punish them? Can he punish the dynamic strikers? And this time a full toss. An edge just past the wicket keeper. And scampering across as well. Not given as a no ball. So that will just be a single. The ball may be just looping down in the end. And the umpire not interested. And this time driven. Will it beat the fielder? Not quite so. He's done well to keep that one in. And they run just the single. They did not even manage to come back for the second. That's excellent piece of fielding. And another over comes to an end. 55 for 4 now after 9. So Kedar continuing after conceding 8 in his first. And once again hit hard by Vishal. Seems that Vishal is going for the big shots, ready to play it in the air. But Ravi not quite so, just playing it along the ground nicely. He's looked good, really good out there, 22 of just 23. This time back over the bowler. And another single taken. And this time, Ravi has gone for it. And he's found the distance. That's the first 6 of the innings. A mighty hit, that one. Going over the long off fielder. And now it is time for Ravi to get some quick runs. He's played 24 deliveries out there. And he's playing a very good hand out here. This time a much better length, and all he can do is just nudge it on the offside for nothing. This time trying to drive that one, but the umpire not interested in a stumping appeal. So a decent comeback after being hit for a 6. A couple of dots. He's conceded just the 9, Ankit, in his 1.5 overs. Once again going for the big one, but he finds the fielder at short third with an outside edge and a single taken, and that will close out the 10th over with the score at 64 for 4 as we head into a drink break. So Kedar will continue now after this drinks break. 64 for 4 then after first 10 overs. And they would be mightily relieved if they at least add another 64 from here on. Really struggling in this innings, but this partnership is starting to look good. Starts off by giving away a single here, Kedar. This time it struck the pad. A huge appeal. The umpire had a long thought about that one and in the end decided against it. Maybe angling down the leg side. And this time played on the offside, straight to the fielder. Once again, just knocking it around. And this time finding the inside edge and almost chopping it onto the stumps. But just a single. So just the 4 runs of the over so far. Once again, ready to play it in the air there, Ravi. But once again, just finding the fielder. So 5 singles coming off the over at the end of the 11th. Now it is 69 for 4 for the Sweven 11. So Sandeep is continuing, coming around the wicket and gets the wicket. And he's got the big wicket of Ravi. He has to depart here for a well-made 32. And the Sweven 11 have now lost half their side here, 69 for 5 in this 12th over. And the bowling change has done the trick. Once again, it's the right arm off spinner doing the trick up against the left-hander, playing against the angle, and superbly bowled in the end. So Vikram comes in here at number 7 and 69 for 5. The 5th wicket partnership worth 37, broken finally. And now an opportunity here for Vikram to prove himself with the bat. Still a lot of this innings left, 8.5 overs more. And he's missed out on that one. It was a low full toss. Never easy, the new batter coming in and just swinging. Once again, very close to that outside edge. So back-to-back dot deliveries. Excellent stuff this by Sandeep as well now. It's his first over and right on the money. And that's the 3rd consecutive exceptional delivery to the right-hander. This time going through him, and that's raced away to the boundary. It went right between bat and pad. In fact, finding an inside edge and just past the wicket keeper, and the ball just went away, racing away to the boundary. So not what Sandeep wanted, but he's very unlucky there. This time trying to pick it up on the leg side, but will be given as a wide. So Sandeep just following the batter on that occasion. Once again played down the ground. And this time again a huge appeal, and that's the second one for Sandeep. And 6 down now, the Sweven 11. Once again another set batter is gone, Vikram. He faced 18 deliveries for his 11. So 75 for 6 now, the Sweven 11. And a couple for Sandeep in his very first over. 2 for 6 for him. And they are in huge trouble here. So Kedar continuing here. This time it's played in the air by Akshat, and he's picked the gap perfectly. That will go away to the boundary. Superbly hit through the offside. And that is exactly what they needed here. This time hit down the ground. So good batting this. Good sensible batting by Akshat. Once again nudged on the leg side. Finding the fielder there. This time nicely played on the leg side. Once again hit hard through the offside, but straight to the fielder. So 9 coming off it in the end. A decent one for Sweven 11 at the end of the 13th. Now it is 84 for 6. So once again, a huge appeal by Sandeep. This time the umpire not interested, as they continue to apply some pressure on the opposition. This time he's played it nicely, Vikram, but he will find the fielder. This time played on the leg side. And once again an appeal for a leg before wicket, but the umpire remains unmoved. So not able to quite get away here, Vikram, in this over, up against Sandeep, who's bowling it exceptionally at the moment. And this time he plays it on the offside, but straight to the fielder, and been sent back. So just the 2 runs off the over at the end of the 14th. Now it is 86 for 6. So Hitesh continuing now, 86 for 6. And Akshat on strike. Once again, hit hard through the offside, and he finds the fielder in the deep. And this time played slightly in the air, and the fielder couldn't quite get around that one. This time he's connected that one, Akshat. And he's got the distance by some margin, that too. That's the second six of the innings, and they need quite a few more from here on. An excellent strike. So 94 for 6 now. And this time very close to the stumps. A good comeback this one by Hitesh. And this time a swing and a miss. So that closes out the 15th over. 8 coming off it at the end of the 15th. Now it is 94 for 6 for the Sweven 11. So once again, Ankit continuing with his left arm pace, medium pace rather, and he starts off by giving away a single once again. So just 4.5 more overs left. That's 29 deliveries. How many more can the Sweven 11 try and get here? They've lost 6 wickets already. Once again, Akshat has gone for the big one. And he's cleared the fence once again. That's another maximum for him. This time through the offside. A superb hit, playing it inside out. And he's really turning it on here for the Sweven. That will bring the 100 up as well. 100 for 6 after 15.2. 101 rather. And he's gone for it again. This time not quite able to get underneath that one. And this time a big swing, and it's gone through him. That is 7 down. Vikram has to depart now. Akshat not getting any support at all. 102 for 7 now in the 16th over. Once again going for the big heave towards the leg side. Never in control of that shot. And there is nothing at all that he could do after it was missed. Hitting middle and off stump. And the bails went apart. So Ankit getting his first breakthrough, and in comes Ali Asgar at number 9. And he starts off nicely towards the leg side, gets off the mark instantly. This time hit hard through the offside. And once again, Akshat has cleared everything. That's another maximum for him. That's the third one. He's really in the zone here. And he's getting some crucial runs here for his side. It's been given as a 4, in fact, not a 6. Just short of the boundary line. And it is 107 for 7 now after 16. They're posting a decent total here. If Akshat plays out these 20 overs, we might have a different scenario. So Hitesh continuing here in the 17th over, and a misfield there. And Ali Asgar will come back for the second. That's good running. Once again, Ali Asgar just nudges it on the leg side, and he gives the strike back to Akshat, and rightly so. 25 of 12 at the moment, Akshat. Really turning it on. And the dynamic strikers will be hoping to get his wicket soon before it becomes too late, because if he stays at the crease till the 20th over, he can add maybe another 40 more, which will get them to that 150 mark. And they wouldn't want that at all. They have done well here, they have taken the wickets, and they wouldn't want one of the lower middle order batsmen to come in and smash away in this innings. That's a wide, and the score moves on to Nelson now, 111 for 7. And this time it will definitely be a no ball given by the leg umpire. And they get across for a single as well. And Ali Asgar will be facing the free hit now. So giving away some runs here, the dynamic strikers. Pretty unlike them in this innings. So Ali Asgar hits that one hard on the free hit. And a bit of a misfield will allow them to come back for the second as well. That's good running and understanding between the two. Once again played on the leg side. Ali Asgar happy to take those singles and give the strike to Akshat. Not doing anything silly. He knows how important it is to play out the 20 overs that have been allotted. And once again, Akshat has connected that one sweetly. And that's gone all the way once again. That's the biggest of them all. Superb ball striking this. Not shy of hitting the ball in the air. And he's brought the 120 up as well now. And still the best part of 3 overs left in the innings. He's done a lot of damage here. .32 for him now in just 14. And once again hit hard, but straight to the fielder. So taking the single of the last delivery of the over, 123 for 7 now after 17. So Shravan will continue now in this 18th over. And a single taken this time by Akshat. So he gives the strike to Ali Asgar. And this time just past the outside edge. And he wanted to come back for the second. Not quite so. They take a quick single. So Akshat on strike once again. 34 of the 16 for him. Once again, he's just smoked that one through the offside. And that's gone away to the boundary once again. He's hit that one really powerfully. A ferocious strike. And this time he's done him. And finally the dynamic strikers will be relieved to see the back of Akshat. What an amazing innings that was. It's finally come to an end. 38 of just 18. 38 very crucial runs here for the Sweven 11. This time he decided to charge down the track and missing it completely, and it went on to hit the stumps. So 129 for 8. And Harsh comes in now at number 10. He starts off with a dot one at the end of the 18th. Now it is 129 for 8 for the Sweven 11. So Bhavik continuing here, and chance of a run out maybe, and a direct hit would have sent Ali Asgar back. Very close on that occasion, and good backing up as well. No overthrows given away, just a single, and it brings Harsh back on strike. Bhavik yet to take a wicket here. Bowling this penultimate over of the innings. And this time it will be a wide down the leg side. Harsh charging down the track, trying to play with the mind of the bowler. And this time hit in the air, and that's raced away to the boundary. This time the number 10 Harsh coming in on the act and getting some runs on the board. Banged and slightly short, and played beautifully outside the off stump for another boundary. So this innings just keeps on going here at the moment. Still 10 more deliveries left in this innings. And this time charging down the track, and he finds the fielder there in the deep. And a bit of a fumble there. It will allow them to come back for the second as well. That's good running between the two. So 137 for 8 now. And this time a big swing and a miss. So 8 of the over already. This time hit hard through the offside. And they're coming back for the second as well. That's good running. And some crucial runs being scored here by the Sweven 11. And this time once again dancing down the track. And he's played that one in the gap perfectly. That's another boundary. The second of the over. And a huge over once again. 12 coming off it. He wanted to go on the leg side, but he adjusted extremely well when the ball was bowled outside the off stump. And beautifully picked the gap as well. 143 for 8 now after 19. So we are into the final over of the innings now. And Ali Asgar quickly takes the single and gives the strike back to Harsh. Shravan bowling this final over. Just 5 more deliveries left. How many more can they get here? And once again hit hard. And that's gone away to the boundary too. A misfield. And the runs keep on flowing here in this back end, even with the tailenders at the crease. Just too short of that 150 mark now, and they will be mightily relieved, the Sweven 11, that they have got here to a very decent total. Once again playing it down the ground, this time just getting a single. And once again played in the air and a catch drop this time. And that will bring the 150 up here for the Sweven 11. 150 for 8 after 19.4 overs. Just 2 more deliveries left. And Harsh is back on strike here. 17 of 8 for him. How costly will that catch drop prove to be? We will see in his next 2 deliveries. A good one outside the off stump. Just a single. In fact, they're coming back for the second. They're ready to take the risk. And they make it in the end. Running for the hills on this occasion. So just the 1 more delivery left now in this innings. Charging down the track. He's found the inside edge. And the ball will race away to the boundary on this final delivery as well. And in the end, the Sweven 11 have posted a very good total. 156 in their 20 overs. At one stage, even 100 was looking very difficult. And they have ended up scoring a decent total. Something to bowl at for the bowlers. And the target for the dynamic strikers will be 157. We will have the chase on the other side. So we are back here for the chase. The dynamic strikers need 157. 157 in their 120 deliveries. Tej and Bhavik opening the innings here. Tej, the left-hander, Vishal coming around the wicket to him. And that will be another wide. So they will get off the mark here. Once again, another wide here by Vishal. So 157, they have posted a decent total here. Will be interesting to see how do the dynamic strikers plan to chase this. This time played on the leg side, straight to the fielder. Chance maybe? Not quite so. And they get across for a single. And this time hit hard through the offside. And they scamper across for a quick single. And runs on the board off the bat of Bhavik. And this time hit hard through the offside, and that's caressed through the gap. An excellent shot by Tej. That's definitely the shot of the day. A superb strike through the offside. Let's have a look at that one once again. A shot you will be wanting to keeping on watching over and over again. No chance for the fielder there at the boundary line. And this time a much better delivery just past the outside edge. And this time a swing and a miss by Tej. So that will close out the first over with the score at 8 without a wicket. So Ravi continuing now in the second over. So Ravi is in here to bowl the second over, and he starts off with a dot delivery. And this time played straight down the ground, and a bit of a confusion, and they make it comfortably in the end. So 9 without a wicket. Still 148 away from this target. They need a few early wickets here, the Sweven 11. They have definitely given themselves a chance by scoring this total of 156. Remember, they were struggling to even reach 100 at one stage. Struggling at 32 for 4. And then that comeback, a nice little partnership, and then once again a bit of a bump in it. But in the end, Akshat with a very important innings, and also Harsh adding some valuable runs. And the dynamic strikers will have to bat well to get to this total. It is not a huge one, but they have to do it carefully. Can't afford to give away any early wickets. Coming around the wicket now, Ravi to the left-hander. And this time, it's helped the angle of Tej. And that will race away to the boundary. He's played it over the infield. And superbly guided. And that's his second boundary too in the second over. And this time it's gone down the leg side, and that's raced away to the boundary too. Proving to be very expensive here, Ravi. So just one more delivery left now in this over. 17 without a wicket. And this time he's played it on the leg side in the gap. And they will get across for a single at the end of the second. Now it is 18 without a wicket. So 20 without a wicket. And this time a wide down the leg side. That's another wide down the leg side. Can't really afford to keep on doing that here at the moment. And this time played in the air by Tej. And a chance gone begging. That should have been taken. They need some early wickets. Can't afford to miss chances like those. And Tej survives for now. And they get across for a single 2. This time hit hard down the ground, but good bit of fielding as well. Chance of a run out of the strikers and the wicket-keeper has fluffed that one too. My word, what's happening out there? That's the second time in 2 consecutive deliveries. The Sweven 11 have thrown it away. And they get the single 2. And this time a swing and a miss. And the wicket-keeper also not quite able to collect that one either. And once again a big swing and he's found the outside edge and the wicket-keeper has missed that one once again. It's totally criminal at the moment. Can't afford to do that. And another chance gone for the Sweven 11 that closes out the third over with the score at 25 without a wicket. So Saurabh continuing now, a change in the bowling. And this time a big swing towards the offside. So they have missed quite a few chances here, the Sweven 11, inside this power play. And this time will be given as a wide. And once again a swing and a miss, and once again it is a wide outside the off stump. Just past the tram line there. And you got a feel for the bowler, trying to keep it away from the arc of Tej. And this time much better by Saurabh. And this time he's hit that one sweetly, and that's gone racing away to the boundary once again. Another one here for Tej. He's really turning the heat on here in this chase. Anything that has been bowled short has been dispatched, and that's exactly what has continued to happen here. On this occasion, very close to the batter. And that will be the third wide of the over now. Just not on the money today, Saurabh. And this time an outside edge, and the third man fielder is so fine just for the shot like that. They don't want to give away any easy extra runs. And that's good bit of captaincy as well, you might say, from the Sweven 11. So now he's going to come over the wicket. And this time an inside edge. And the ball will race away to the boundary this time. Doesn't matter how fine he is. But another boundary here. And that will close out the fourth over, the score at 37 without a wicket. So Ravi continuing here, and he starts off nicely with a dot delivery. The Sweven continuing to try to put some pressure on the opposition here. And this time nicely dug out by Tej. And this time played down the ground. And another single will be added to the total. So just the one run of the over halfway through it. And this time a low full toss, and it's been dispatched by Bhavik. A poor delivery getting the treatment. So this partnership looking really good now. 42 of just 28. And this time he's played it straight into the hands of the fielder at long off. There was just one man out there at the long off region, outside of the 30-yard circle, and it went straight down his throat. And that's the first wicket down now for the Dynamic Strikers. 42 for 1 in this 5th over. So Sandeep comes in now at number 3, and he gets the single off his very first delivery, and a decent over by Ravi coming to win and 6 runs and the wicket at the end of the 5th. Now it is 43 for 1. So 43 for 1 after 5, and Bharat comes in now to bowl this final over of the power play. Still 114 away from this target. This time just knocking it around there, Sandeep. Sandeep, who took a couple of wickets and now has come into bat here. An excellent prowess this for the dynamic strikers, having an all-rounder like that who can bowl really well and also come into the top order. And this time he's gone for the big shot and he's found the gap on the leg side. There's no one out there in the deep on the leg side. And another boundary in this inning. The first one for Sandeep. Easy pickings for him. And this time trying to cut that one, but into the hands of the wicket keeper. And once again a similar kind of a delivery, but this time should be given as a wide, and it is. This time hit hard down the ground and will only get a single on this occasion. This time a big swing, appeals for a leg before wicket. Asking for it to the umpire. The umpire says no. So just the 6th of the over. It's been a decent one by Bharat. And he bowls another wide. That's the second one of the over. That wide brings the 50 up for the dynamic strikers. 50 for 1 after 5.5, requiring only 107 more to win at 7.55 runs and over. And this time it's struck in front. Once again a huge appeal, but maybe just a bit of height or angling down the leg side. So a decent over by Bharat coming to an end at the end of the 6th. Now it is 50 for 1. So Saurabh continuing here outside this power play. And he starts off nicely. This time it's crunched through the offside and that will race away to the boundary. An excellent shot by Sandeep. He's not going to miss out on that one. A slightly fuller length outside the off stump and dispatched beautifully. And this time very close to the outside edge. So a decent comeback this one. Once again hit hard through the offside. And finding the fielder in the deep. This time it's hit hard and it's gone through the fielder. That should have been stopped. But another boundary here for Tej in this over. And now they need less than 100 as well. The Dynamic Strikers closing in on a victory here. 59 for 1 now. And once again, he's hit that one through the offside. That's another boundary for Tej. The third one of the over. A huge over this. 13 coming off it. And at the end of the 7th now, it is 63 for 1 for the Dynamic Strikers. So Bharat continuing here now into this 8th over. And he's found another boundary. Sandeep, a misfield at the boundary line. The runs just keep on flowing here at the moment. Once again hit hard down the ground. And a misfield once again. That's gone away to the boundary once again. It's even beaten the fielder who was there for backup. And back-to-back boundaries. And it is getting over very soon here for the Sweven 11. Just 86 more required now of 76. They need some inspiration desperately. And this time played in the air. And just short of the fielder, and a misfield once again. That's gone to the boundary too. That's 3 consecutive boundaries, and all 3 have come off misfields. It's all happening out there, isn't it? Bharat will not be happy at all with what has happened out there. This time hit hard down the ground in just a single. Once again played on the offside, another single. So 14 of this over already, one more to come, and Sandeep is back on strike here. And he's gone for it once again. But this time it will be straight to the field, and this time it will be fielded. So another single, 16 coming off it, in fact 15 coming off it. At the end of the 8th, now it is 78 for 1. So Saurabh continuing here, and Sandeep continuing with the onslaught. He wants to get this done quickly, it seems. And this time it's crunched once again. And once again it will find the boundary. Easy pickings once again. Up against the off spinner, this time for Tej. And this time very close to the stumps. Almost getting another wicket here. They've got just the one wicket. 84 on the board after 8.3. They're chasing it down superbly here at the moment. And this time a low full toss and smacked but straight to the fielder. This time drives it, but misses out on that occasion. A rare dot delivery. And this time a big sweep shot, and once again placed perfectly into the gap by Tej. Another boundary, and that will close out the 9th over now with the score at 89 for 1. So it's going to be Ali Asgar to bowl this 10th over. Just 68 more required of 66 deliveries. With 9 wickets in hand, you would fancy the batting side from here on. Very difficult for the Sweven to come back into this game. They need wickets at regular intervals from here on. This time playing it on the leg side. It's come off the pad. This time nudged on the leg side. Tej wanted to come for the single, but Sandeep sent him back. This time it's chipped in the air and just over the fielder there inside the circle, and the ball will once away race away to the boundary. Boundaries just keep on coming here at the moment. And this time trying to sweep at that one. This time hit hard, but straight to the fielder this time. So just a single, one more delivery left now before that drinks break. 62 more required or 61. This partnership looking really good right now. Worth 53. And it's a low full toss, and Sandeep has played that one beautifully. He's played it beautifully past the fielder at square leg. And another boundary. And the score is 99 for 1 now after 10 overs. Just 58 more required in the back 10 as we head into a short drink break. So Saurabh continuing here after the drink break, and he starts off by giving away a single, which brings up the 100 here for the Dynamic Strikers. 100 for 1 after just 10.1 overs. They require only 57 more to win, of 59 deliveries. And it looks all but done and dusted here for the Sweven 11. Until and unless they get a miracle here. They need to create something different. They need to produce some chances here to get some wickets in and get some dot deliveries in. Try and put the pressure on the opposition. And he's hit that one hard. He's hit it straight down the ground, but towards the fielder. And he will keep it down to just 1. So they need less than a run a ball from here on. This time much quicker through the air, Saurabh, and nicely played as well by Tej. 42 of just 36 now, Tej. And supported extremely well by Sandeep too. 32 of just 19. Both of them striking the ball beautifully. And this time he's played a cut shot, but the short third fielder is so fine, it will keep it down to just 1. On any other day, that would have been another boundary. Past the short third fielder, but it's gone straight to him. And in comes Sandeep on strike, who is striking the ball beautifully at the moment. Everything that he has hit has come off the middle of the bat. This time down the ground, another misfield, would you believe it? Another misfield at the boundary line. And more runs here for Sandeep. That's the 4th time that is happening out there now. That a regulation single has turned into a boundary because of a misfield. Not quite getting their bodies behind the ball. And it's not quite working out for them so far. And this time a fuller length. And he's cleared everyone this time, Sandeep. That's a maximum. And now they need less than 50 as well. Just 45 more required. A superb hit down the ground. And the score at the end of the 11th now, it is 112 for 1. Requiring 45 more only at 5 runs and over. So a change in the bowling once again. It's going to be Aditya this time. So they are trying out every single bowler here. The Sweven 11. They know this game is far from their reach now. 45 required with 9 wickets in hand in 9 overs. Should be a cakewalk from here on for the Dynamic Strikers. Once again, we are seeing a one-way traffic kind of a game. We saw it something similar in the earlier one too. And this time bowled very close to the stumps and nicely nudged towards the offside for another single. So just 44 more required. And it's banged in short once again. He's not quite got the connection that he wanted this time, Sandeep. And he will get just a single. And this time it struck right in front. And Tej has to go back to the pavilion now. And finally they have broken this partnership. The Sweven 11, they were waiting for this one since a long time. And it is 114 for 2 now. Tej departs for just 44. A hit away from his half century. Couldn't quite get it. And now the Dynamic Strikers need 43 more to win with 8 wickets in hand of 8.3 overs. So Bhavesh comes in now at number 4. And he gets the single immediately. In fact, a dot delivery yet to get off the mark here. They did not quite scamper across on that occasion. This time played down the ground towards the offside. And another single. And this time Bhavesh will be off the mark. And he will bring Sandeep back on strike, who is at 43 of just 22. And he's taken a couple of wickets as well. A shout out for the man of the match. An excellent all-round performance so far by him. And this time a single taken. He will take the single, keep the strike. And at the end of the 12th over now, it is 116 for 2. So 116 for 2. And Mohit is going to continue now in this 13th. Once again, another new bowler. And he's bowled an absolute wayward one. It's a wide delivery. And it will race away to the boundary too. 5 extra runs for the opposition. Total freebies. And that brings it down to just 36 more required now of the last 8 overs. Not the kind of the start that he wanted. This time Sandeep went for a big swing, found the edge, and Mohit has got the breakthrough of his first legitimate delivery. And that's the third one down now for the dynamic strikers. 121 for 3. Sandeep departing here for 44 of this 24. An absolutely smashing innings, this one. So another breakthrough. Can they get a few more here? 121 for 3 now after 12.1. So Rohit comes in now at number 5, with his side requiring only 36 more to win. He's up against Mohit, and straight away he smacked that one, and he smacked it into the gap, has he? Not quite so. The fielder gets across, and they get a couple of runs. So a positive start this for Rohit. And this time a wide outside the off stump. So he will have to reload once again, Mohit. This time charging down the track, and another edge, and again another catch taken. Well, it seems like it was a no ball. So the confirmation that it wasn't a wide, it was a no ball. And a dot delivery on the free hit. Unfortunately for Mohit, not quite his second wicket. And a single taken this time. And that should be another wide, and it is. So two new batters at the crease for the dynamic strikers. And once again a big swing, and this time it's gone over the fielder at short third, and that will race away to the boundary. Just 27 more needed here. Very unlucky there, Mohit, to not get the wicket. It's been a huge over by Mohit. He's bowled up plenty of deliveries, and finally he closes it out, and they come back for the second as well. That's excellent running between the two. Good communication. 17 coming off the over. At the end of the 13th now, it is 133 for 3, requiring only 24 more to win. So Aditya continuing after getting the breakthrough in the previous over. It's played straight to the field this time by Rohit. And this time trying to go inside out, not quite able to middle it and just short of the fielder. So all of a sudden Svkm'S threatening to take some wickets here. But maybe it's too little too late here for them. Just 23 more required of 40 deliveries. The game seems to be all but done and dusted. And this time chipped in the air. And another dot delivery. So trying to apply some pressure here, the Sweven. This time nudged on the leg side. This time slightly quicker through the air and nudged on the leg side. Another single taken. Once again hit hard, but straight to the fielder this time. So just the 4 runs off the over at the end of the 14th. Now the dynamic strikers are 137 for 3, requiring 20 more in the back 6. So Vishal continuing here. This time up against Bhavesh, who is at 9 of 7. He's got a boundary, but that boundary was not so convincing. It came off the outside edge over the short third fielder. And this time very close to the outside edge, the left arm pacer. The Sweven need some kind of a miracle here. Once again, it's played in the air, and once again, it's gone over the top of the fielder. And that will go away to the boundary once again. So just 16 more needed now for the dynamic strikers to win this game and clinch another victory. And this time just past the outside edge. Not quite able to lift that one. This time playing it along the carpet, and they get across for a quick single too. This time played off the back foot. This time played in the air, but not quite carrying to the fielder. Just another single, so 6 coming off the 15th. It is 143 for 3. So Aditya continuing. He's kept things very tight here so far. Just the 14 more required. The asking rate just a nudge below 3. And it's been an amazing outing out here for the dynamic strikers. They kept on striking with the ball. And they have kept on going with the bat too. This time playing it in the air on the leg side. And surprisingly, there's no fielder out there. And the ball has just trickled away to the boundary. And now they need just 10 more to win. An excellent shot, that one. Picking the gap perfectly, Rohit. This time played on the leg side. And another single. A bit of footwork there by the fielder. Once again played in the air and in the gap, and another boundary. So Aditya proving to be expensive in this over now. He's given away 9 in this one. He had given only 8 in his first 2. And now just a hit away here. The dynamic strikers from securing a victory. And this time hit straight to the fielder. Once again charging down the track and finds the fielder once again. So that closes out the 16th over. 9 will come off it. At the end of the 16th, it is 152 for 3, requiring only 5 more to win in the final 4 overs. So just 5 more needed, and Vishal starts off with a wide. That will make it just 4 more needed in the remaining 4 more overs. The asking rate just 1 run and over. It's been an amazing outing here for the dynamic strikers. A game that they will remember for quite a while. Getting 1 over the Sweven 11 here. And this time they get across for a leg by. Just 3 more needed now. And Bhavesh would be wanting to finish it off in style. It is an emphatic victory, this one. Very convincing. And once again, that will be given as a wide. Vishal just missing his line there. Just 2 more needed now. This time hit hard. Will the fielder be able to stop that one? Not quite so. And that's raced away to the boundary. And that will be game, set and match for the dynamic strikers. Winning this game here by 7 wickets. And 22 balls to spare. That is a very convincing victory here for the Svkm dynamic strikers, who looked never in trouble today, apart from when Akshat was batting out there for the Sweven 11. So they have chased this total down very nicely and done it comfortably in the end. And we will be back shortly for another game.